and you are now in your 40s, 50s, or 60s. The body doesn't feel like it used to. You feel stiffer, you feel achy, you feel slower. But it doesn't have to be that way. I'm going to show you today 3 movements that you can start incorporating, you can start using, and they will help you recover your flexibility, your strength, and you will start feeling good again. If you haven't done it yet, go ahead, subscribe, hit also the bell button so you will get notified every time that I upload a new video about movement and training for adults 40 years and up. These 3 simple movements we should all be able to do no matter our age. I recommend this one to all of my clients, and I still do them myself on a regular basis. Of course, depending where you are at this moment, you will maybe need to modify the movement, and that is okay. That's a starting point. With practice, the movement they're gonna become easier, and with that, you're going to start to feel the difference. The first movement is the deep squat. That's it. You're gonna start on a standing position, shoulder width, and you're gonna test. You're gonna see how low can you go without lifting your heels. You're gonna try to have your feet pointing forward or with a slight angle. Here is me from the side. Practice. Stay relaxed. Okay. Very important is to breathe in and out through nose and hold whatever your end position is. I'm going to show you here how you can do this with a little bit of help. This is great at the beginning if you feel like you are not getting much depth. Keep the heels on the ground, grab onto something, go as low as you can, try to keep the spine as neutral as you can, breathing in and out through nose, holding the bottom and then up. The second movement is the crawling. Just hand and feet crawling, staying close to the ground. Very important here is to find the activation of your core. That midsection, you're gonna bring that belly button up, you're gonna crawl forward, you're gonna crawl back, and you're gonna try to avoid much of the side-to-side movement. If that first version is very hard at the moment, it is okay to find a softer surface and do the same pattern, crawling, practicing but with the knees on the ground. This will be a good starting point for our crawling. And our next and final movement is gonna be the hang or the dead hang. For this one, you're gonna need to find something to hang overhead. And if you haven't done hanging for a long time or in a long time, you can start just by lifting one foot at a time and testing, see how that feels. This may be very challenging at the beginning. So start very easy, feeling, staying relaxed. If you feel like you can do it, then you will just start of letting go of both feet, letting the shoulders relax, just working on that grip and breathing in that position. Now I'm gonna put those 3 together. At the beginning, I would recommend you to start practice each of them at a time. Find a rep or an amount of repetition that you can sustain with good quality. Of course, you don't need to do too much too soon. Here I'm showing 5, 6 reps. Then I'm gonna crawl if I wanna put them together. I'm gonna do like 8 to 10 steps crawling. I'm gonna get into my rings and I'm gonna start hanging. At the beginning, keep the reps very low. Allow the body to start adapting to the movement. It's not necessary to go for too much. Just feel the body, get familiar with the movements. Again, I would recommend you to start practicing each of them at a time. Then after, if everything feels okay, maybe do what I'm doing here. I'm just doing like a little combination. I start with my squats, I do a few reps, no rushing, keep working on the quality of the movement, getting low, spending a little bit of time there, allowing the body to get familiar with these movements. Then transition into the crawling without rushing, feeling the body, staying close to the ground. Remember, we're connecting that midsection. get into the rings, and from there hang. At the hanging, I recommend you to breathe and maybe count. Count up to 5, up to 10, up to 15. Slowly, you're gonna be able to do more of each of these ones. Okay? So this is my recommendation. I can do another round, but you have the idea now. These are 3 of the ones that I would recommend you to start working with at the beginning. Stay consistent. You will start feeling the difference. So if you are in your 40s, 50s, or 60s, and the body doesn't feel like it used to, I would love to help. Please reach out. My email is rodrigo@barefootmover.com. Contact me, reach out, and let me know how can I help. You can also sign up for my 3-day free program. The link is on the description. That's it for today. Don't forget to go outside, move, and have fun.